Yo, what is up, everyone? I have a little presentation here called When the Cards Feel Unfair. Full transparency, I did not even read it. I am learning about what's the content of this as you watch. Why? Because if I could be fully transparent, you know, life is what it is, and we can fight and disagree and be against the grain about reality, or we could flow with it. Life is flowing us in a certain way, or and it's up to us to decide whether or not we're gonna flow with it or fight it. And the other aspect is that we can flow with it but still be emotionally fighting the current. You know what I mean? So for me, um, I'm kind of having, I'm not going to say a bad day. I don't want to use the word bad. It's more like a challenging day where I'm here and, you know, uh, I'm feeling I'm suffering. I'm not necessarily in pain. It's more like I'm suffering just because life is versus how I want it to be. And I don't want to cope anymore. I don't like coping anymore. That shit's ass. I don't like coping, and I don't want to cope. I just want to surrender and take the action that I can take, which is what I'm taking right now. And I made this video. This advice is gonna help me. Hopefully it's not generic. Because I said I'm not gonna think too much about this. Let's just make content and figure things out later, right? So when the cards feel unfair, sorry for that long ass. The myth of control, challenging the instinct to fix pain. Seeking to control our pain can often deepen it. True freedom begins when we embrace acceptance, recognizing that fixing emotions only strengthens our resistance to life's natural flow. Remember that. And I could definitely attest to it. Why? Because it feels like a battle's going on, and one of the worst feelings in the world, the feeling of a battle going on and the feeling of desperation. Um, those are the two worst feelings I've had as of recently. So, from coping to surrender, defining the difference in experience. So, coping is primarily a so coping. Coping is primarily about survival energy. It often leads to emotional exhaustion and reinforces a cycle of resistance, making it difficult to see a way forward. You hear that, everyone? Surrender. In contrast, surrender offers freedom. It allows individuals to release their grip on control, creating space for acceptance, healing, and a deeper connection to life's flow. I'm going to repeat that for the clip. Surrender. In contrast, surrender offers freedom. It allows individuals to release their grip on control, creating space for acceptance, healing, and a deeper connection to life's flow. Now, softening. By softening around pain, we create opportunities for peace. This practice invites us to embrace our experiences without judgment, fostering resilience and a sense of calm amidst the storm. Let's go. So, what are the three micro shifts we must do in order to ascend and let go of whatever the fuck we got going on, right? Is first ask what now? So we're going to shift our focus to action in order to help. Shifting focus to action helps regain control over your feelings and thoughts, all right? Remember that. Ask what now? That's exactly what I did with this video. I made a PowerPoint. And next, let breath anchor. Focusing on your breath brings you into the present moment and calms the mind. Because I would definitely say we know when our mind is erratic. It's like bing, 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 bing. It's like bouncing around. And that does not feel good at all. So, last but not least, name what's happening. Acknowledging your feelings allows you to process emotions and move towards acceptance, right? Always acknowledge. Do not shove that shit like it's crap in your closet. Always acknowledge. Next, the paradox of surrender. Number 1, disillusion. Surrender dissolves the internal struggle completely. But the thing is, sometimes we're so addicted and attached to the struggle, we can't let it go. Why? Because it's like meaningful. And also, stress hormones create a concoction of chemicals that we could get addicted to. 2, so the second part of the paradox of surrender is growth. Resistance transforms into fuel for personal growth. 3, the third of the paradox of surrender is acceptance. Acceptance does not equal defeat or failure. Please remember that, everyone. Please remember that, everyone. Acceptance does not equal defeat or failure. I know some of y'all might see it that way, but please do not. Please do not. Next, the fourth paradox of surrender is freedom. Freedom begins when we relinquish control entirely. Remember that. Freedom begins when we relinquish control entirely. Remember, when it comes to control, there's always a sensation of force, right? Of trying to bend things, of trying to bend things to our will. To me, there's no trying when it comes to power. Power just deforms things. Things wrap around power, There is no trying. There's no effort. It's like squashing an ant. You ever try to squash an ant? Did an ant ever fight and resist you? When it comes to control, there is that feeling of resistance. Sorry everyone, my face is covering up step 1, but I will read it to you. So, the practice of surrender. The first step of the practice of surrender is to let things be. We say, let this be. Allow your feelings to exist without judgment. That is step number 1. Number 2, surrender is rhythm. Embrace the natural EBB and flow of surrender. What the hell is EBB, bro? I have no idea. Let's just say embrace the natural flow of surrendering, It has its pace. Match it. Dance. Maybe take dance classes if you're bad at rhythm. And last but not least of the practice of surrender, daily return. Make surrender a consistent part of your routine, okay? Yes, sir. Now, transforming pain into wisdom. Finding beauty in every moment is crucial, okay? The journey of healing reveals that while the challenges remain, our perspective shifts. We begin to appreciate small joys, recognizing the growth that emerges from pain, all right? Don't be afraid. Don't be a scaredy cat, all right? It's a quiet revolution that everyone will notice, even if they can't formulate with their words, but everyone will notice. Embracing peace within life, okay? That is all I have for today. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. It helped me. I hope it helps y'all. I feel some clarity, to be honest, Bye-bye.